Hi, my name is Sunny, and welcome to my channel. Welcome, friends and family, and thank you in advance for any shares that you do on Facebook and let others know about my channel that I'm now opening up. Welcome to all of you that are joining me because you saw Crazy Chick, who's a wonderful lady, um, mention me and say that she subscribed to me. And also my friend Neba, Nebba, at the Neba Network. Check her out. I'll try my best to put a link at the bottom here. And that's also where everybody tells you to subscribe. And when you subscribe, there should be a little bell symbol to the right of it. And if you click that, then every time I make a video, you're going to get notified. And so you can come and be one of the first ones to see it. I always get a kick out of it when I'm one of the first ones at other people's channels. And then, you get your comment at the bottom of the list, and they usually see you first. And that's always a lot of fun. So I'm going to be doing a lot of things on my channel. I was going to call it Holo Holo. Holo Holo in Hawaii is when you do a lot of different things, very spontaneous and kind of free-spirited. Maybe you'd start out in the morning with your girlfriends and you would go shopping for a little while, and then somebody looks at their manicure and says, oh my goodness, I really need to go and get a manicure. And the rest of the people say, why don't we all go? And everybody goes and gets their toes and their fingers done. And then you spontaneously, without any idea prior to this, decide that you want to go all the way down to Ala Moana Shopping Center and go to that new restaurant and check it out for lunch. And so that's what I want my channel to be like. I want a day where I'm going to maybe be showing you and teaching you one of my personal recipes that has been enjoyed by the family for many long years, or maybe a recipe that I saw on Facebook and I can review it and let you know if it's worth bothering. I will be the guinea pig for you. I'd also like days when I take you in my car out and about here on Oahu. Not everybody can afford to come to Hawaii. And of course, when you see things on YouTube, it's usually all the touristy places, and that's nice too. But how about if I take you to some of the places where us local people go? Yeah, that's more better. Yeah, it is. And also along that route, we can also go into having mukbangs. That seems to be a thing on YouTube. Everybody gets a kick out of it. And I don't know why, but maybe it's because you feel like you're just hanging out with them while they're having lunch. And for our mukbangs, we can go into some of the local foods that are so iconic. I know that poor Peter hates that, and Peter Mon hates that word. But there are some foods that those of us that live here in Hawaii just adore. And when we move away to the mainland, I hear that everybody misses it so much. So I'll share that with you. There'll be days when I want to do a story time and tell you some of the interesting things that have happened to me in my lifetime and things that I've learned that's made me the sunny girl that I am. So I've done a lot of evolving, as we all do. I'm 64 years old. So I'm not the same girl that married my husband almost 45 years ago. I've changed and grown, and he's changed and grown, and that's wonderful. If you stay stagnant, that's a very sad waste of a life. So please, you young people, take my encouragement to live every day as if it might be your last, because the thing that's so weird about life Nobody bothered to tell me this in 1972 when I graduated from high school. But life goes zooming by so fast that you don't even realize where the time is going. And one morning you wake up and you look in the mirror and you realize you're a great grandma and you still feel like you're 20 or 30 years old in the inside. But of course, the outside doesn't match, and that's okay. I personally embrace looking how I am. I'm okay with being me. I'm going to be losing some more weight. I've done it often in my lifetime, and there was a time when I kept off my weight for quite several years. But the human nature is that we get kind of bored and tired of sticking to the regime all the time. All the exercise and all the eating, everything that we're supposed to be eating, and not eating all the stuff that we're not supposed to be eating. Anyhow, I'm going to be losing weight because I want to feel better. My hips, my knees, my arthritis, the varicose veins in my legs, everything is worse when I'm this heavy. So, if you're somebody that wants to lose some weight, you can join me and we'll encourage each other. Just leave comments and we'll keep up with each other, okay? We can do this together. I've done it before. I know how. Everybody's body is different. So if you have already figured out what your body chemistry works best as, then while I'm doing the program that I have found works well for me, you can do the program that you have found works the best for you. Personally, my body loses weight better if I have somewhat of a higher carbohydrate intake, somewhat lower on the protein, somewhat lower on the fat, definitely lower on the sodium. And I have a lot of tips and tricks that I'll be happy to teach you too. So I want to do a lot of different things. And that's why I said I was tempted to call my channel Holo Holo. But I saw that there was several other Holo Holos going on in YouTube, and I don't want anybody to be confused. So for now, we're just going to keep it with my name. And down the road, if I decide to change the name, I'll just change it of the channel. I won't start a new channel. And I'll let you know in advance when that's going to change, okay? So you won't be surprised when you get a notification that the channel has uploaded a new video. Anyhow, we can do a lot of fun things together. I hope that we can make friends together. And, the world is really not as huge as it seems. I've been blessed to live many places in my lifetime. I was born to an Air Force family, and my dad was a navigator. We lived in Waco, Texas, until the summer before my first grade, at which time we moved to Okinawa. My dad went ahead of us, and we didn't see him for like 3 or 4 months. We were with my grandma and grandpa in Dubuque, Iowa. And then he sent for us, and he said he got us a house. I remember that day so well when we went to our first house in Okinawa, because my daddy had set up my room so cute. When I was a little bit younger, he had made me a jukebox for all of my records, because I took 3 dance classes a week. I took an hour of jazz, an hour of ballet, and an hour of tap dancing. And I had started that when I was 2. My mom had joked that I could dance before I could even really walk well. And I was always watching Bandstand on TV, and I was like the littlest teenager in the block. So at any rate, when we got to Okinawa, My daddy had set up my bedroom with my jukebox and all my stuffed toys, all my dolls, and he had this huge pile of presents for me waiting, all wrapped up so nicely. And we had fun living in Okinawa, and we knew a beautiful and wonderful lady that was from Hawaii, and I was very close to her. She's very sweet, and she was a Japanese lady originally, so I got spoiled with all the good Japanese and local style cooking at that time in my life. So after third grade, we moved back to the mainland and to Iowa, and we were there until seventh grade. Then eighth grade was Selma, Alabama. Now, this happened to be the year of all the terrible riots down there. And it was an awakening for me because until this point, I really hadn't noticed that some of us were different colored skin. I just literally didn't notice. But unfortunately, some of the nasty stuff that was going on down there made me aware very quickly. And being brave, maybe more brave than smart, I would speak out at school in defense of the two boys that were getting beat up. And so I suffered a lot of being called a lot of names because I had the gumption to speak up. But I didn't really care. So anyhow, that was a very long year. And for a lot of people in America. And so anyhow, we moved to Belgium in 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, and that was one awesome experience. And I'll go into great detail telling about that at a later date. Anyhow, I'm sorry to keep you such a long time getting to know me just a little bit. I want to always encourage everybody to treat each other the way you want to be treated. I think there, thankfully, is a movement right now for people to extend kindness to each other. And the biggest sticking point for personal development is you let your ego and your pride and your selfishness get in the way of being concerned about other people too. And if you put all that aside, then you can really be you. And then you can really feel compassion for others because all the garbage has been stuck on the side. Anyhow, I want to thank you so much for dropping by. I'm so excited about what we're going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. And in Hawaii, we say it's Aloha Friday, no more work till Monday. Those of you that are fortunate to have Saturdays and Sundays off can sing that little song. So maybe I will take you out to one of the beaches and show you some of the fun stuff. But thank you again. Thank you. Give a thumbs up. Click if you liked the video. And I thank you in advance for your generous subscription. Because it's free. Why wouldn't you click? Right? So I'm looking forward to getting to know you. Leave a little comment below and say aloha to me. And if anybody needs an extra grandma, I'm here. I'm your gal. My grandkids are in the mainland. I sure could use somebody to grandmother. Okay? So God bless you, and you have a wonderful day. Aloha and shaka.